contributions from different players and different positions on the floor. Defensively, I thought we were tough on the defensive end of the floor, especially in the first half when we held them to like 15 points and had a nice, comfortable lead. And then our guys had shown a little bit of maturity to where we just didn't kind of cave in or fold in the second half. I thought we fought all the way to the end. Played a little bit of zone to slow them down when they were making a little run to cut it to 15 or 17 down the stretch. And I was pleased to a certain extent with our team effort, but you know, every time this year we've gotten kind of on a run to a certain level, we've kind of stepped off the gas a little bit. So I'm trying to make sure my guys continue to play hard and stay focused for the rest of the season.
Derek, was Anthony's three-pointer that ended their run a pretty big shot in terms of just kind of ending any hoops they had?
Yeah, it was at the one in front of our bench, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, he was wide open, and those are the ones he's hit. And I thought that was the one where they had a little bit of momentum. They were getting to the free throw line, so I made a couple good plays. That shot, I think that shot's the one that, I don't want to say put the game out of reach, but that was kind of one to let them know we weren't going to just let them come back. When
Anthony, at the beginning of the game, driving in, started making those little quick floaters, did you feel like, okay, he had the stretch in the second half against Rhode Island, but that looked more like Anthony's?
Yeah, no, he was good. I felt pretty comfortable that he was going to get some baskets tonight, especially when he started making, as you would say, those flip shots or those floaters. And you know, he carried over what he did in the second half of Rhode Island and played a good game tonight. And I didn't think he pressed too much. There was a few drives or a few plays where, you know, I was kind of a little bit concerned, but for the most part, he got some pretty good baskets, and our guys did a good job of hitting him on a couple backdoor layups that actually got him going a little bit.
You did seem to get a lot of points out of the dribble drive motion tonight. A lot of layups, a lot of just sort of aesthetically.
Well, you know, even though it's called a dribble drive motion, you're supposed to pass the ball. Yeah. And so I thought our guys passed the ball better tonight and shared a little bit more and cut harder, and that opens up the driving lanes. You know, the dribble drive is actually kind of a different name for it that you know, Coach Cal kind of came up with down in Memphis, but it's really a passing, attacking offense that then leads to dribble. So I thought we did a better job of actually passing the ball and cutting tonight and then attacking. And we got a bunch of back doors because they were overplaying, which looked nice.
You implying he likes the trademark phrases?
Absolutely. No. It was good.
Was the interior passing, it looked like your guys were looking for each other, cutting in?
Well, you know who did a great job was Samson Carter. I think he got 3 or 4 buckets where he fed the post and cut hard. And those are the things he was doing early in the season. You know, he was feeding the post, or when he went to the post, he was cutting to the basket and getting those little putbacks or the little kind of shots that he was taking. So I thought he did a nice job of that. And Putney may have even received one from Sean.
Could Freddie have played tonight, or was it just a matter of?
Yeah, he could have. I think he was at about 80%. But I thought we had a good flow in the first half there, and I really didn't want to mess it up or change things the way our team was playing. So he could have played, but I'm not sure what percentage he would have been at.
Does this give him that much longer to heal?
Gives him that much longer to heal, and you know, we want guys. I want him to make sure he's going to just fight his butt in practice to get, you know, where he's going to get playing time. That's all, you know. So a little bit of injury and a little bit of we were playing well.
How does it feel to know that Gurley's kind of out of his slump and returning back to the way he used to play earlier in the season?
Well, it's just for, I mean, he's really just had a game and a half, so let's see how he does at LaSalle, and we'll roll with it. But I'm confident in Anthony. He's worked so hard that guys won't go into slumps for too long when they work hard and get in the gym. And he's a senior. I mean, they're more durable, they're more rugged. You look at his body; he's just physically more developed. And I think that was just the difference between him and some of the guys in St. Joe's, with them playing some of the young guys.
Derek, you have bigger goals. This clinches a winning regular season. You're first. What significance, if any, do you place in that?
I mean, I think it feels good personally to know you're going to have a winning record. That's always nice to know. But you know, I'm not really satisfied with that. I think we still can do some more things. We have 3 games left in the regular season. Hopefully, a tournament game or 2, or however many we can go with. So, you know, I actually like our team's demeanor right now. We seem to be energized and seem to be. You know, I don't think the guys want the season to end, and that's the most important thing. There's teams out there, and they're just ready to call it a year. And this team, having that little kind of stretch where we didn't play so well might not have been the worst thing, because now you fight your way out of it, and the guys responded. Now, we'll see Sunday. We will find out Sunday.
I mean, it definitely feels good to have more wins than we did last year, but coming into the season, we didn't tip our hat or hold our hat on we're going to have 15 wins. We're not satisfied yet. You know, we still got a lot of improvement to do, and we just got to come in every day and continue to work hard, and you know, continue to win ball games.
Your thoughts on that?
I mean, same. I don't think we came into the season just thinking like let's win more than 12 games like in the previous year. But at the same time, I think it's just a step in the right direction. But I think there's a lot of basketball left. Hopefully, we can play these last 3 games, make a run at it, and see what happens from there.
Anthony, you've been around college basketball enough to see a lot of ups and downs and hot streaks and cold streaks. But was it, when you were in that rut for a short while, was that a tough place to be after all the special games that you had? Were you questioning your ability to bounce from it?
No, I didn't question my ability at all. I mean, I forget after one of my games, I had a tough game, and I had also seen that Paul Pierce had also went over 10, so it really didn't make it made me feel a little better about myself. You know, it's all a part of the game, and what I did was just try to stay positive and you know, not panic. I've been in a situation before where I've had a couple bad games in a row, so it wasn't nothing I wasn't used to. So I just continued to work hard and you know, just try to stay positive.
Anthony, when the floaters started falling again, you seem like you've had terrible luck with that lately. Some of them just hitting the rim and rolling out on close ones. When they started falling in again in this game, did you feel like, all right, it's the slump's behind you, I've got everything going again?
Yeah, I guess it felt like I was taking steps in the right direction. I mean, me personally, I'm very hard on myself, so I wouldn't even say that I'm completely out of my slump right now. But you know, I definitely feel like I got it back a little bit tonight. I still got to continue to fine-tune some things.
Gary, was the three-pointer that he hit that ended their run, was that kind of the dagger? Did it feel that way?
Yeah, I mean, especially because I think we was up big, and then they made their little run. I think they cut it to like 14 or 13, and the one. It's funny because I was actually about to shoot it because DK was on the sidelines telling me to shoot it, and I just missed probably 3 in a row. And I was like, you know what? He's wide open. He's our best scorer, our best player, and yeah, that one hurt. Well, it hurt them. It was great for us. So I mean, I'm just glad that we came out with this victory and we shared the ball the way that we did.
You're 18 assists on 26 baskets. You talk about sharing the ball. That must be a special rewarding statistic for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you look up throughout the course of the season, that really wasn't our. I mean, I wouldn't say it's our strong suit, but lately we've been trying to get out in transition. You know, just running the floor, and I think it's helped us. And helped us and helped him also, just so we're not playing against set defenses all the time.
The first half tonight, I told the team at halftime, it's the first time I've been disappointed in approach. I didn't see it coming. We practiced our usual Monday practice. This team has a tougher time. We played Sunday and then had to play Monday, practice Monday. They're much better when they get a day off. They seem to come in fresh, but they were alert during scouting report. We practiced yesterday morning at 6 a.m. That was the 4th or 5th time we've done that this year, and I did not see that first half coming. That was not indicative of the way. And it could be that, you know, they've kind of worn down emotionally, mentally. But I still think I still think it has to do with basketball. I think when the ball doesn't go in the basket, we still have guys who drop their head and, you know, they lose their focus and attention to detail at the defensive end.
Is that the toughest thing to overcome when you get to be? It seemed like that'd be hard to coach.
I think the hardest thing to coach is with my group is them understanding that the next play, that there's another possession. That possession just occurred. Nothing can happen. Now we have the next possession, and we have to be. We're in a situation where we have to be perfect. So I mean, look at these numbers: 1 for 7, 1 for 7, 1 for 6, 2 for 10, 1 for 7. That's not basketball. It's just not. This is a game of skill, and we didn't have any skill. We didn't have any skill out there tonight.
Phil, can you talk about the difference in UMass's ball movement, especially early compared to last time where they didn't seem to do a whole lot of ball?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I saw one of their assistants on the road, and he was, Langston Galloway. We were the home team last time. I mean, the numbers were the same. The rebounding numbers were a difference of 20. And the other thing is they got caught in a scheduling circumstance. You had relatively young kids. I don't care how old they are. They were away last time, right? They went Tuesday to St. Louis and then stayed on the road. And that's a trap. That's a trap. I'm not giving the win back. I'm just making the comment that we were home. The ball went in the basket for us. We shot 50-some% in the second half. And they were on the swoon that would come from being on the road. So I thought that they looked very energetic, and we anticipated it. We knew our number one key offensively was handle the ball against the frenzy that will come early, because they aren't going to let us hold the ball. And we go jumper, jumper, jumper. Our first field goal was 11 minutes into the game. We drove the ball to the basket.
So UMass hasn't looked very good against the upper echelon of this league. Do you think that they have any realistic chance of making some progress in the A-10 tournament?
I wish I could answer. I don't have any idea. I mean, look, I'm going to tell you one thing. The two teams that we saw last week are tremendous. You've seen UMass when they were that kind of team. I've seen us when we were that kind of team. Xavier and Temple are, boy, are they something. They're balanced. They're tremendous defensive teams. They play with a swagger, a different kind of swagger. Xavier plays with that swagger of knowing that they believe good things are going to happen, that they have a good player at every position, and Temple has a great belief in their system. I'm a little bit surprised at Richmond's result last week going into Temple, because I think Richmond's system is so challenging, both at the offensive and defensive end, and Duquesne's been on such a run. I do think that there's a separation, a bigger separation than I would have anticipated between the fourth place team and who's ever 5, 6. And to be honest with you, I haven't really paid attention. I couldn't tell you who's in 5th place or 7th place in the league. But I know that the top two teams that I saw last week they're going to be tough to beat. They're going to be very tough to beat.